All right, Ritu, stay on with me. We're getting some more breaking news inputs on this very story that we are tracking very, very closely on CNN News 18. After the arrest, the Lingayat Seer is expected to apply for bail tomorrow. Now, that's certain. Ritu continues to be with me on the broadcast. A bail application all set to be taken forward tomorrow, Ritu. All right, let me first go across to my colleague Harish, who is also joining us on the broadcast. Harish, pretty much on expected lines, a bail application in court tomorrow?
Yes, and perhaps they will now quote his health condition as one of the reasons for seeking his bail, and they will also probably tell the court that it would be extremely difficult for him to be in jail without assistance, and he needs better medical facilities and care, and that would be possible if he is given bail. And remember, yesterday there was a statement made by his team saying that he surrendered before the police. So they will once again try and impress on the court that he's not a flight risk. He has surrendered before the court. He will be a law-abiding citizen. He will cooperate in the investigation. So there is no risk as such, and he can be given bail. That's likely to be the argument by the legal team.
But how do they justify what happened when he was actually found in Haveri? Because he did try to allegedly flee to Dubai. That is also an argument.
Absolutely. That's something that will go against him, that the fact that he left the Chitradurga district and he had switched off his phone, his passport was with him, and the Haveri police had to flag him down on a highway and then escort him back to the Mutt is something that will go against him. And also remember, there was a lookout circular issued against him. So it will be very difficult for him to convince that the investigating officers don't believe that he's flight risk. Also, the other aspect one has to note here is that this is a POXCO case, and he hasn't been interrogated so far. And would a district judge risk all this and give a bail to him is something that one will have to think about.
Right, Harish, stay on with me. We have got some more breaking news inputs on this very story. Now, senior Congress leader Veerappa Moily has slammed his own party over their stand on the Lingayat Seer. Let's listen into what he had to say.
It took nearly 7 days for the Swamiji to be arrested. But unfortunately, we haven't seen any political party backing these girls, these minor girls, one of them also a Dalit. Has the Congress now lost the moral courage to stand for what is right?
However big or low a person may be, the offence, POXCO law is very clear. It has to be arrested. I was not happy that many political parties, even our own president, Congress president, Mr. Kumar, said, he's a noble person. How can they afford to? I don't think, you must, respond to the electorate, in heinous crime like this, which needs to be punished. And those children, they are orphaned. The law is orphaned. Congress ideologies for the people, who are not cared, who are orphans.
The oppressed.
The oppressed. It is our duty to protect. If you don't uphold your own party's ideology, how can you ask for votes from anybody?
And my colleague Harish, who's brought us this exclusive interview, continues to be with me on the broadcast. Harish, at least somebody, an important political voice, is calling a spade a spade.
Absolutely, and he's not just lashing out against the government, he's also lashing out at his own party, saying that we can't have a state president call this prime accused in a POXCO rape case as a noble man. Irrespective of what he's done in the past, he will be punished for this particular crime if it's happened. His past and his good deeds in the past don't matter. He's also saying that if the Congress party is consistently talking about being the voice of voiceless and backing the oppressed, then we can't have a president talking this way. And also we can't take a stance where we do not corner the state government on its failure. And remember, he says, if this is our stance, how can we go and ask for votes? And if the party is worried about losing Lingayat votes, well, that shouldn't be the concern. And when it comes to issues like these, heinous crimes like these, vote bank politics should be the last thing on the mind.
Absolutely. Harish, thank you so much for joining us. I'm going back to my colleague